it's Elaine with Elaine's Custom Cards. Here is the video I promised you on how to make the dream catcher. So, let's get started. First of all, you need to tie a square knot on your ring. Let's use this end here. Make sure you put tape on the end of your thread or it's going to unravel. So, to tie a square knot, you go over like that, over the top, under, and then opposite, so that both your threads are, if you can see, these two threads are over the top of this loop, and then the other side are under this side. Pull tight and do a really tight knot. Okay. Then we're going to start the weaving. Okay. So you hang on to right here, and you go over the ring and under and through this loop right here. And you're going to do that all the way around. Okay, so when you make it about 3/4 of an inch space in between here and here of each one, because we want about 8 on there. You can see this one, there's 8 points. So there's one. Now this is kind of flimsy thread, so a little bit of a challenge to work with. So you just go around your ring, your hoop, and you're just doing like that. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I did a video previously, but I think it needed to be more close up so you could see what I was doing better. You have to hang on to the one you just did, because it'll be kind of loose. Even though I tied that really tight, it's a little bit loose until we get all the way around, and we'll get it tightened up. Do your little loop, just like that. Okay. Probably didn't do it exactly as the instructions in my book, because the instructions in my book showed using beads, and I didn't want to put beads on here. Oops. Okay, 2 more, and you should have a total of 8 points on this thing and 8 spaces. Pull on this, and what I'm going to do with this last one is put it up through here. No, yeah, it has to go around, yeah, and up. So I want it to pull tightly here. Like so. Now if you want to keep it tight right here, you can tie a knot using your thread that was hanging over and this thread, and that will hold your work tight. here. Okay, it's like that. This is going to be on the back, so you're not going to see it. I'll go ahead and tie it again. And then when you're all done, you're going to put, we're going to need some clear fingernail polish. Any clear fingernail polish, because we're going to put it on our knots. Okay, so that's holding really tightly now. Okay, now we're going to start the next round. What you're going to do is put it over this loop and under and pull. So instead of putting it on the ring, we're just putting it on this loop right here and in the center. Okay, pull tight. And you're going to do that all the way around. Pulling this tightly in the center of the previous row, just like so. Looks like my tape's wanting to come off. Could use a needle if you can get this threaded on a needle. Pull tight. Thread through. If you have any questions on this after I've uploaded it, please email me or leave me a comment and I'll do my best to answer your questions. Now it looked like in the annual catalog that they only did 2 rows. Well, I liked it all the way around, so it looks like this. That's what I liked. So it's a little bit fuller. Okay, now we're on the last spot. So you down, pull through, pull tight. Now this is going to be kind of doubled there, but once you get all done, you can cover that up with feathers or leaves or whatever. But in order to get it symmetrical in the way I wanted it, that's how I had to do it. So now you're on the next row. And you're just doing the same thing all the way around. Pull tight. You'll have a small amount of thread left over that you can use to embellish your card, like I did mine, because it takes a little less than 1.5 yards, but I wanted to make sure I had enough to work with. That's why I did 1.5 yards. Sorry, I keep getting up to the top of the screen. I hope you can see what I'm doing. It's kind of hard to hold it at such an angle that you can see. But we're just making little loops there. And we're on the last one. Okay, now we'll do the center of this one. You could use this with, gold wire. Might be a little bit, I don't know, more delicate. With this you can see it better. I think the gold wire might be too thin. But if you have the gold wire, that would work as well, I'm pretty sure. But I like this because it's a little heavier duty. I hope this isn't too close. I just want to make sure that you could see what I was doing. When it was too far away, I didn't think you could see the detail of what I was doing. So here's the last one. Okay, now we're going to do the next row. Concentrating, so if I don't talk very much, it's because I'm just concentrating. Okay. That. This makes a really beautiful embellishment, I think. I'm going to have to see if I have some feathers, and it'd be fun to add feathers to it. Oops, come back. Oops. Definitely need to be inside that loop or it doesn't work. Okay. So you have go in and around and up like that so that you've got something when you pull it stays. This turns out every time I make one it gets a little faster because you get better at it. Okay, here's the last one on this row. Okay, now let's start the next row. Start here. And of course your little triangle shapes get smaller and smaller as you go around, so pretty soon it's too small for my taped piece to go through. And my fingers get in the way. Almost done. I hope you can see what I'm doing. This is awkward angles for me. So I'm basically just going down and then back up, making sure that I'm on the correct side of my loop, like so. Back up somewhere. I think it goes down that one. Yeah. One more right there. And we should be done. Actually, center hole's getting very small. And there you go. A dream catcher. I think I got it, went all the way around. Looks like it. So then once you've gone all the way around, then you're going to want to tie a knot. And to tie a knot, you're going to go back down through here. So if I can get it down in there. Back up through here. And then loop it under this loop right here. Go under and through like that. And then what I did was I pulled, get this out of there. Okay, I pulled this one tight. Let's see. Okay, I took this end. I want it to be tight. A tight knot. So I want to pull this one first. this tight first. You want it to be tight, and then pull this one. Okay, just like that. Once you're done with that, then you're going to trim off your ends as close as you can get without cutting your knot. So trim this, and then trim this one. Okay, then you're going to take your clear nail polish. You're going to put nail polish here. And what that does is it keeps it from unraveling. And this is the back, so you're not going to see this. Okay? And then you're going to put some on this knot right here. Just like so. You let that dry. And that's your dream catcher. Turn it over, and this is the front. You can see that knot a little bit, but these are the two dream catchers. So you have to tell me what you think. If you have any questions on how I did this, they aren't perfect, but they'll work. So you have a blessed day and have fun creating.